Roxo Media House.
Hey Frog fans, welcome inside the Flying T Club studio here at Roxo Media House. I'm Camryn Lancaster.
And I'm Memoly with the TCU soccer team.
We're excited to bring you a whirlwind tour of TCU sports, from unforgettable performances to the most electrifying moments. So grab your favorite jersey, rally your friends, and settle in for all the TCU sports coverage you need, brought to you by Frogs Today. In today's show, we'll provide coverage of our newest national champions, women's rifle, Anna Kwong with swim and dive, beach volleyball with their recent weekend in the fort, and equestrian as they head to the Big 12 championship.
Additionally, we'll take a closer look at outdoor track and field, who recently started its season, football, which had their first spring practice, and men's and women's basketball as they both wrapped up their season over the weekend.
We will also bring you the latest from TCU baseball, men's golf, the growing world of women's basketball as March Madness is occurring, and Big 12 Pro Day. We're also excited to continue our spring play in April. So much to get to after a quick word from one of our sponsors. We will dive into all of our exciting updates when we return. Stay tuned.
We're lucky to have a collective that's as strong and as powerful as the Flying T Club. It's a big deal for us. It is a game changer. You know, I would just encourage any fans out there to support it. Everyone asks me, what's the biggest priority? And I say, NIL is big. Please jump on board, show these student athletes how much they mean to you. The thing about NIL is I think there's a right and a wrong way to do it, and the Flying T Clubs do it the right way. Let's keep winning. Join the Flying T Club today.
Welcome back, Frog Nation, from the Flying T Club studio here at Roxo Media House. I'm your host, Camryn Lancaster. TCU Women's Rifle are your new 2024 NCAA National Champions. After a fantastic showing on air rifle on day 2 of the NCAA Championships, TCU was able to overcome a 6-point deficit, bringing the program their 4th national championship. Sophomore Katie Zahn was named CRCA First Team All-American for the first time in her career. This brings her to be a 6-time All-American sophomore. Sophomore McCole Hogan and senior Nina Schuett were also named honorable mention All-Americans in air rifle. Great work this season, ladies. We can't wait to see what next year has in store. As for TCU Swim and Dive, they just recently became the CSCAA National Invitational Champions. Anna Kwong made her way to the NCAA Championships to compete in the 1-meter diving event at the pool at Gabrielson Natatorium on the campus of the University of Georgia. She is also a qualifier for the Olympic trials.
Oh my gosh, okay, so about a year ago, my coach brought up the possibility of going to Olympic trials, and I honestly thought that he was crazy. I, at that time, didn't believe that it was ever something that would be in my capabilities, but with a bit of faith and hard work and trust in the Lord, I have gotten here today, so it's really exciting. With my process, I didn't look at any of my scores during the 6 dives until I finished my last dive. And when I saw the board and I saw that I had achieved the score, it was just like an overwhelming emotion, and my teammates were right there to give me big hugs and just really support me in that, which I was really, really grateful for. This has been a goal of mine once I started to really think about it, but it always seemed really far off, and I had been missing my marks all season, and they've seen how much time and effort I've put into this goal, and so they were right there. They knew how much this specific meet meant to me, and they were right there to support me and love me through it. So.
Great job this season, Horned Frogs. We look forward to the competition next year. TCU Women's Beach Volleyball is now ranked 4th and added 2 ranked wins to end their perfect weekend at home. The Horned Frogs took down number 14 Washington 3-2 and number 11 Arizona State 3-2. TCU now boasts a match win streak of 49 at home. Players Haley Hamlet and Angelina Camille went 4-0 on the weekend. Sutton McTavish collected her 91st career win with her victory against Arizona State.
You can't complain when you go 4-0 at home, especially against those ranked teams that have been doing really good, like really competitive teams that you see all their records. Like, we have one more, but every time they play someone, there's a battle. Like, you can see the 3-2, go to 3 sets, like 4 or 5 courts. So it's pretty impressive how those teams like battle through it, and we got a great crowd too. So that they witness how hard it is to win at this level, because as you said, they're ranked teams, and we're TCU, and that's what I tell the girls all the time, that when we watch film and they play against somebody else, and you feel the difference when they play against us. It's just a different motivation. So the girls need to be ready to raise their, the level of competition, the level of performance, and they did a great job. We needed the energy on and off the court. We keep telling the girls that it's a team thing at the end. It's a team effort. Like, you need to win 3 to win. And of course, when you lose, you should be sad and disappointed, but the team is still playing, and the team can win for you. It doesn't mean that you don't win this morning, that you're not going to win this afternoon, or you're out of the tournament. You have another opportunity to compete for your team. And that's why it's a great sport, because you can see, like, you have to turn quick. You lose a game and you're devastated, but you need to jump into the next court to go and cheer for your teammates, and maybe an hour later you need to perform again because your team needs you to win. So it's a roller coaster of emotions. But the girls, what we said is, it's not about the emotion, about how you handle it, how you manage it, and they did a great job. We have UCLA, USC, and Stanford, top 3, and Cal, which I think it's, top 10 for sure. I don't know exactly the number right now, 7 or 8. We're really excited. The only downside is, like, we have a few injuries. We have Emma from Mono. This is the first week she can't do anything. We have Alex for sure out. We have Kate Brad out too. We have Josie Sek out for a concussion. So we have 4 players then being on the lineup out for this special weekend. It's like, I feel like more like bad for them because they were looking forward for this tournament. And of course, like, you go and play, and we're capable of to beat them, but I feel like a little bit like bad for the girls that they're really looking forward for this weekend to play. But as I said, we trust in the team, we trust in the players that being, like, doing amazing and jumping in the lineup, and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really hard because we're playing against the best competition in the country. But we're capable of. We need to face the adversity, as we said before, as a team, and trying to win 3 matches. Find ways to win it, and I'm pretty sure we will find a way. And I think the girls feels the sense of urgency and feel like the sense of, like, missing key players in the lineup. It makes them, like, step up and win for the team.
The Horned Frogs record is 18-2 as they head to Baton Rouge, Louisiana for the Death Volley Invitational. Players started at 9:30 a.m. where they first faced number 1 USC, followed by the number 2 UCLA Bruins, and then number 3 Stanford and number 6 California Berkeley on Saturday. A lot of competitive play coming up for the Horned Frogs. Good luck, ladies. TCU Equestrian faced a tough challenge to the number 3 ranked SMU team in Dallas with a hard-fought defeat of 11-7, resulting in a regular season record of 11-1. This is the best performance in program history. They have been preparing for the Big 12 Championship, which starts today in Waco, Texas at the Willis Equestrian Center. TCU heads into the tournament ranked first and will take on 4th-ranked Baylor. We wish you the best of luck, ladies.
From last year and this year, we've all become super close and we're super cohesive, and I think that's a big part of how we've been so successful, because no matter, like, what start we have in each meet, we always know that we're going to be able to come back and be super strong and always just be super resilient.
We are a family, I'd say. Like, there are a lot of good teams out there, but I don't think a lot of the other teams are as close as we are. Like, these girls on these teams, I love them, and they are who I would go to with anything. And I think our team camaraderie is really what makes us number 1, because we all stand together, and you can't do anything alone. You need an army, and I think that's why we're number 1.
It's no different than what makes TCU a great place to be. It's the people, and it's the commitment to each other. It's the commitment to the goals that they've set. It's the challenge that they put forward to each other every single day, and then help each other meet and reach. And it's unique in a sport where most of our athletes come from an individual background. So the fact that they're able to really come together and truly band together is a testament to what they really want to accomplish and what they know they need to do to get there.
We've all had really, really good backgrounds before we came here, but ever since we've come here, our coaches have just brought the best out of all of us. And not only that, but as I said earlier, how cohesive we are in our friendships and just pushing each other to be better every single day. I think that's what makes us one of the best teams.
It's tricky because they are big. I mean, they are 1,100 pounds, and so you are dealing with basically a monster, and you have to make sure that you are friends with that monster. And I think that's what makes it harder than some of the other sports that are like, it's you and a ball. This is you and a different variable. I mean, you can't predict what that horse is going to do out there,
We're so grateful for them. They're our teammates, and the commitment that our athletes make to each other is the same that they make to their equine teammates. And without them, we can't do what we do. Our facility is remarkable, and the staff at Bear Creek Farm does a phenomenal job taking care of them and making sure that they have a beautiful, comfortable place to live, that they are well cared for, they are well fed. They have plenty of space outside where they can be a horse, and I think that's where it starts. And then from there on, when it's time for practice, those athletes are really caring for their teammates, and not just the grooming that you see, but making sure that they are physically and mentally and emotionally in a good spot, and doing a great job of communicating that back with the coaching staff to make sure that if there's anything that's off, that we are able to address it, and if they feel great, we get to keep doing what we're doing.
We've been here, we've done this, we've gone away, we've won a lot, we're number one, and we won the conference. I think we just need to stay level-headed and just do what we do, and we can't overthink it or get overzealous.
I think that's another piece of what we've done really, really well this year, is just stay focused on what was next, and been able to really focus and dial in on what's next, not what's 3 meets from now, but what's most important right now.
I know some people don't count it as a sport, but we are, and I promise, and we are number one.
It can be really, really neat to come out and watch your TCU Equestrians guide around a 1,000-pound animal that has an opinion of its own and has their own thoughts, and the fact that they're able to get on and connect with that horse and have it compete in a beautiful space. And it's a really, you might not know the nuance of it or the intricacies of it, but you can look and be like, wow, she just met that horse, and she's makes it look like they've been partners for forever. So between the amount of time and effort that our athletes put in, and then what they're able to deliver on meet day, it's a pretty remarkable thing to watch.
Go Frogs!
Both outdoor track and field teams are ranked in the top 25 in the first week of the USTF CCCA rating index. The women's team is ranked 3rd nationally, while the men's team comes in at 23rd. The number 3 ranking the women's team holds is the highest outdoor ranking in the program history. Irene Jepkenboy, who competes in javelin, is number 2 in the nation after breaking the Kenyan national record with her winning throw of 57.23 meters. Switching gears to the men, TCU earned its number 23 ranking from Graydon Morris with a time of 14:11.5 and is the number 2 time in the country this season in the 5K. TCU continues their season at the Texas Relays in Austin with competition starting yesterday and continuing until tomorrow. Keep it up, Horned Frogs. Let's now turn our attention to basketball. TCU men's basketball played in their 3rd straight NCAA tournament appearance last Friday, but suffered a tough loss to the number 8 seed BYU at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Senior Emmanuel Miller, who played in his final game as a Horned Frog, scored 13 points and had 11 rebounds for his 3rd double-double of the season. Make sure to stay tuned next week for the finale of State of the Frogs with Jamie Dixon. We can't wait to see what is in store for next year. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Squire Shop.
We are locally owned and operated since 1994.
We specialize in the finest men's clothing that the market has to offer at affordable prices with unbelievable service.
We do custom clothing all the way to more casual, Peter Millar, Johnny O, kind of everything. Well, my dad's the owner, so I've been around retail my whole life. Oh, it's great. I mean, it's the best boss I'll ever have. I know that.
We love our TCU community. They have been so good to us. Come see us today. Go Frogs!
Hey Frog Nation, welcome back to this episode of Frogs Today, inside the Flying T Club studio. I'm Lauren Memoly. TCU women's basketball had a great run this season, making history in many ways. After defeating UNT 67-58 in the opening round of the Women's Basketball Invitational Tournament, they suffered a tough loss to Mississippi State in the second round with a final score of 68-61. The Horned Frogs enjoyed the largest year-over-year win improvement of any Power Conference team at 13 games. In addition, they broke many school records along the way, including total threes at 312 and season assist average at 16.8. More than 10 players on TCU's roster have remaining eligibility for the next season.
You guys, I think this game is a testament of just kind of the journey of our season. It hasn't gone smooth. There's been injuries and adversity. You guys have just stayed the course, and that's what this game was. We just stayed the course and had a chance at the end to win this thing. Could not be more proud of you guys for just pouring your heart and soul into this team. Forever grateful for this group and all of your hard work and buying in. Thank you for allowing our staff to coach you guys and invest in you guys. Heck of a season. Heck of a season. It's one of the best seasons in program history, and we're just getting started. Okay, this party's just getting started. Bring it in. Tara, can you break it? Family on three.
Say family?
Yep.
Family on three. 1, 2, 3.
Family!
Overall, women's basketball has seen a huge spike in viewership and support from fans all over the world. This is only the beginning for record-breaking seasons, especially for our Horned Frogs. We look forward to next season, ladies. TCU football have completed 4 spring practices so far this year. Coach Sonny Dykes has a lot of positive remarks after the team's first practice last Saturday. He stresses the importance of improving each day and becoming better for the upcoming season.
You know, I feel like we've gotten our edge back to a degree, and we got to keep it. So, you know, guys have worked incredibly hard. They have been excited about today, and I thought it was a great beginning. You know, we made a million mistakes, like I told them after practice, a lot of things we got to correct. But I love the work ethic, and the competition I thought was good. I thought in particular we had a really good day on special teams. I mean, it was just that's something that we've got to improve and have extra emphasis on, and I love the mentality and the way the guys worked today. So, as I said, a lot of things we've got to get corrected, but a good start.
TCU football introduced a new defensive coordinator after the 2023 season. Coach Andy Avalos, he started the previous 3 seasons as Boise State's head coach. We catch up with sophomore Jonathan Bax, a returning player, as he shares his positive comments on how Coach Avalos has been instrumental for him as they prepare for the 2024 season.
Coach Avalos very hands-on. I'm talking about first day, he hard coaching on us, but it's love, it's tough love, you know. You know, a lot of us, you know, we bump heads with Coach Avalos because, like I said, he's a very hands-on person, but it brings the best out of you. And, you know, that's one thing I appreciate about Coach Avalos. Like, he's going to coach you up hard, but it's all love, and he wants to see you succeed, and he wants the best for you. The development part of it, in the indie, he always wants us to go hard, always wants to be the best person we could be, because in the game it's going to translate. And the things, you know, sometimes it may be tough, sometimes it may be hard because we're learning something new, but just like us, he's learning us, and it's new to him. So I just want to say a job well done to him. And like I said, Coach Wilson, you know, they came in here very hands-on. You know, they took an approach of, you know, taking this program or what it was left off, and I was just really grateful for the opportunity that they're here in this building with us. Man, I was just talking to some of the linebackers, you know, about the defense we run, and you know, it's a lot of pressures that's being put in. You know, I really feel like it's more aggressive than passive, as into last year, you know. So the defense that is put in, I feel like everybody has a chance to go make a play. Everybody has a chance to play free. You can play fast. You don't have to think so much. You know, it's just, like I said, very hands-on defense, and you know, it's very technique. The technique has to be there. You know, it's very technical. You know, a lot of things don't slide with Coach A and Coach Ken Wilson on the team, on the defense. You know, they want everything technique, but it's for the better of us and it's for the better of the defense. You know, I really feel like if we apply ourselves and lock in and trust the process, that it'll all work out. And come August, we'll be ready to roll. My dog, Caleb Orr, he's very smart. You know, very smart, very agile. You know, he's just a cool dude, you know, calm head. You know, I feel like, you know, having him back there with Namdi, Johnny, you know, T. Cook, Shad Banks, you know, those guys, they're going to, Max Carroll, you know, a young guy. I feel like they all going to, you know, fly around. It's going to help our defense be more elusive. You know, there's a lot of speed in that LB room, a lot of talent. And, you know, to say Coach Avalos' defense only has 2 linebackers, there's going to be a lot of competition in that room, too. So I just feel like it's only going to make us better. It's going to push us to become, you know, the defense we need to be, the more aggressive defense, you know, that sharp tooth defense, the way we get after teams and, you know, we hold them underwater when we get them there.
Coach Dykes also comments on how his coaching staff has been coaching with urgency and things are already looking significantly better.
But look, I'm not going to lie, I thought we coached really good today. You know, I like the way our guys coached. I like the way our new coaches coached. I like the way that our veteran coaches coached. You know, I think we coached with a sense of urgency. I think, you know, I think we did better. I think we're in a better place just overall. And again, that begins with me. I think we just have to understand that you know, the players are always going to get their cues from us as coaches, and we've got to come out here every day with that kind of mentality as a coach about the importance of improving every day and wasting no opportunities. I think that carries over to the players. So love the energy of the guys. A lot of new faces, as you said, but feel really good about this group. I mean, I think this is a very talented group of coaches, and love the way they're working together. And, like I said, we got to build off of that.
How do you feel about the defense after this?
I thought it was good. I saw a lot of good things. I saw some guys show up a lot, some new faces. Love a chance to sit down and look at the tape. And, the thing about film, it's always never as good as you think it is, and never as bad once you can sit down and watch the film. But I was encouraged. I mean, I really was. I think that, the guys knew what to do, which day one, a little bit complicated sometimes. I think we knew what to do. I think we played fast. I thought we played with great effort. I mean, as I said earlier, I know we made a million mistakes, but loved the starting point. I think the players really like what we're doing. I think they like the way they're being coached and pushed, and I think they enjoy the competition. And there's going to be a lot of significant competition for spots. Guys who played a lot of football are going to have to fend off guys that are new, and it's going to be fun to watch.
We look forward to cheering the boys on next season in the Carter. In addition to spring practice, 17 TCU football players will take part in the inaugural Big 12 Pro Day held from March 27th to March 31st at the Star in Frisco, Texas. The Big 12 and the NFL are teaming up to revolutionize student-athlete evaluations. They'll use player skill assessments, mirroring the NFL Combine, to enhance the prospect experience.
It's just one step closer to, reaching my goals and being able to, get drafted as high as I possibly can. I think that's the goal for everybody out here. So, I've just treated each step, like the Senior Bowl to the Combine to here, just, as one more step to, proving yourself. And so that's kind of what I've been doing.
Junior pitcher Peyton Tolley has been named the Big 12 Pitcher and Newcomer of the Week for his performance against Oklahoma State on Friday night. In addition to this, he has been named the D1Baseball.com National Pitcher of the Week. This honor is the first for Tolley, but the fourth for TCU this season. He threw 15 strikeouts, which have been the most since pitcher Kyle Winkler in 2011. As of yesterday, they continue conference play against the Houston Cougars.
We all of a sudden aren't a terrible team. Just like at the beginning of the year, you're never as good as you think you are, you're never as bad as you think you are. And I think we had a lot of people that were trying to do too much, and it kind of just snowballed in the wrong direction. And just having an understanding, okay, let's take a deep breath, and let's understand that we're the same team that came out of the gate winning 13 in a row and basically scoring over 10 runs a game. And so sometimes you, like I said, you try and figure it out, and it's you bang your head against the wall trying to figure out what in the heck's going on. And sometimes it's just about, hey, let's take a deep breath and let's get back to what we know to be true, and that's having really good practices to make sure that we're preparing ourselves as a team to be ready to play tonight, Thursday night. And did we do anything different? We didn't. I think the intensity and focus, I think, from the team probably was heightened a little bit more because, these guys want to do well for not only themselves but for TCU. And so, I think we talked a little bit about handling hard better, and being able to understand that this game will teach you a lot of lessons if you allow it to. And for us, I think it was about handling hard better. When things are hard, how do we handle it? And that's coaches included. Sometimes, we put pressure on players just because we want them to perform at their highest capabilities all the time. And that's just, it's not what baseball is.
They will play again tonight at 6:30 p.m. and tomorrow at 2 p.m. If they're able to secure a series sweep, their Big 12 record would advance to 5-7. Good luck, boys.
Energy does everything for us. It's all-encompassing.
We're all benefiting and affected from it.
And it is something that we all need to know about.
It is the glue that holds everything together.
TCU is powering what matters, our future.
We don't just talk about what's needed, we focus on results.
The Ralph Lowe Energy Institute is creating a world where energy is affordable, sustainable, and reliable.
It's been a blast hosting this week's episode of Frogs Today. For everyone behind the scenes here at Roxo Media House, I'm Camryn Lancaster.
And I'm Lauren Memoly. Thanks again for watching this week's show, and thank you for always supporting our soccer program. Please like and subscribe to Frogs Today for the best coverage of TCU Athletics. Until next week.
Go Frogs!
Roxo Media House.